Hey, it's Gregory Blain here with a little behind the scenes for this album. This album has been in the works for almost a year, and for me, this album represents all the amazingly weird things that have happened in 2015. It's morphed many different times into many different things. It's gone through several title changes, including The Life of Music or The Glory Isn't Mine, where I was going to take two albums and do a double release, with one being more contemporary and one being worship music. And yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm very happy with the way the album turned out. As I got further into the production of the songs, my vision started to grow for just how big a project like this can be. I've made two albums before, both in 2014. I saw those as a way to get my music and creativity out there, but I didn't spend a lot of time on them, and they were for sale just days after the last recording was done. But for me, the vision for this album is to be able to say, you know, this album will be a major turning point in my career. With that being said, as I look back at this album and, you know, as this year, I can see a lot of change, particularly in my music and the way that I play it. What people don't realize is that there are many sounds that you can barely hear, but add so much to the overall sound of the particular track. For instance, if you look at the organ part, you can see that instead of playing a whole verse or something, I separated the organ into two tracks and individually sustained and placed each chord to be accurate. The actual title of Mind the Gap came from my trip to Europe and the experiences there. The album will be released exactly 6 months from the time I started my trip. You can see the saying "Mind the Gap" plastered all over subway systems in Europe, and it means that there is a small gap between the platform and the subway car. It took on quite a different meaning for me. You could say that my gap was the Atlantic Ocean and the vast differences in culture and the way things are there. If you notice, a couple songs in this album has a worship element built into it, and the song choices were derived from my musical influences. I have many great artists that have influenced me in different ways. If you were to ask about my specific finger-picking style, I would say that the music of James Taylor, Jim Croce, and Simon & Garfunkel is inspiring for that. So far as musicality and the more technical side of things, I would have to say Billy Joel, the Beatles, Kansas, and Dire Straits, of course, has helped me gain a deeper understanding of music and the more technical side of it. I really am blessed to have so many people help work on my videos, help me musically, and even those that give me a little encouragement along the way. It's just such a great thing. We've been able to exceed any expectation that I had for this project, and I hope that I can keep doing more.